So I can't even believe in 60-mile-an-hour winds, she doesn't literally blow away. I mean, we all know.
I think I'm going to at times, and then no, we wouldn't put ourselves there.
Have you literally ever been like knocked over?
I have been in the position where I say, this is not a good place for me to be. I'm gonna go ahead and find some shelter.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. I did it actually in that storm, and
Wow.
there was debris flying, and so that's what you have to be careful with. It's not even you flying away; it's everything flying.
Yeah, you're a family lady. We got to get you home safe.
Got to get to that baby.
All right, now I think this is so important. You know,
Yes.
sometimes, once a year or so, especially fellas, they tend to remember to check, do we have jumper cables? Do we have this in the car? Do we have that in the car? In case you get stranded on the road, especially if you grew up in upstate New York where we have horrible snowstorms or in any place that's got a lot of winter weather.
Yeah.
But I don't think people think of a human go bag for the situation like we were just looking at.
Right, and I think that's how many of you, because I grew up in West Michigan too, even though you get told all the time to have that bag in your car, you don't, do you?
You never do, right?
Not a lot of you do, and I know it's so.
No, they're all shaking their head.
No, sorry. But I think because I've been in dozens and dozens of disasters, I've seen what works and what doesn't work. I'm out there sometimes for 7 days, but you got to pack for at least 72 hours. And
Gotcha.
I think having this in your car, having copies of your important documents, people talk about that all the time, but I think what they don't think about is your pet documents. That is so
very important, yeah,
right? Because what if something you're with your pet, you got to bring it, and then you're at the shelter, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't have that.
You need your animals, medical records, all of the information on them, and if, God forbid, you got separated from them, this is a must-have.
Huge, and people don't think about that.
So can I just pack
Yes,
this?
please.
Okay.
So this is another cool thing, is that you have all of your copies of maybe your passports and stuff, or maybe you've brought it with you.
Right.
But then, and everybody thinks of that, but then the proof of residence, you can do just like a water bill or something else, so that if you have to get back in.
If you have to get back in, you have to be able to prove that that's where you came from.
Right.
Very good one.
And
Very
then,
good one.
I've done this so much, but I've been out in the field, and after about the third or fourth trail mix meal, it starts to get old.
It starts to get a little old.
So start to think about diversity of food, of the packaged foods.
So dried fruits, and then canned goods,
and
right?
a canned that doesn't have the can opener. So
You need a pop top, kids.
Right?
Pop tops.
And then
pop tops.
you wouldn't think that this would make sense, but let me tell you, if you get to hot water at a certain point, how much this means. This is like gourmet meal because it will taste so good.
Listen, man, you remember how you loved them when you were 15? They're just as good at 45.
Yes. That's
A cup of ramen is the bomb.
It makes a difference. It seriously does. I remember actually in Hurricane Katrina, my first meal after 5 days
Was ramen.
and it was from Anderson Cooper. It was
All
like,
right? Yeah! Woo!
This is very cool because the thing you want, when the cell phone towers are working, you want a cell phone to be working, you can have a solar panel.
These things are
Charger,
lifesavers. This
right?
is so cool. When your cell phone dies, this is a solar panel that will turn your phone back on.
Right. It makes a lot of
I
sense.
know. It's really important.
It's crucial, and then you get to let your family know you're okay and all of those good things.
Crucial.
Finally, everyone says their medication, and medication bringing it is great, but you maybe have 3 or 4 different bottles, whatever. Putting it all in this waterproof case, I'm having trouble
Very
opening
smart.
it.
Very smart.
This way, no matter what you get into in your car even, you'll have your meds.
I mean, my
can't
mom,
get in there, but you know
well,
what I'm
my
saying.
mom is 82, and she has a few medicines she has to take. And this is a
Yes.
great waterproof way to make sure that you're good for 72 hours.
You could even hang it on your neck.
That's right. Turn it into a lovely amulet. I know, if you put this...
It's like childproof.
If you put this on a chain, you could literally charge $180 for it at Barney's.
We're putting that in Soho right now.